Hey, what's going on, everybody? So, GM A-bodies. The brake boosters on these cars, we can all agree, absolutely just look weird. They look like they're pointed right straight at the hood. You can never fill your front reservoir, and they have a tendency to want to leak because they're just at a really odd angle. Many of you wondering, why is that? Well, they decided that instead of changing the difference between the big block and the small block cars, they would just leave it at that angle, so they have clearance. The big block would not clear with the way this would be set up if it was tilted down anymore. But we don't have a big block in this car, so there's really not much of a need in order for us to have it at this crazy angle. A lot of shops won't show you this. I'm going to show you how I correct this, and I'm going to show you the end results of how much better it actually looks and performs just like it should if it had been corrected that way. So let's get into this. Okay, so I've got the booster out of the way. Now we're just going to take the brackets off. Now I found that a quarter drive ratchet gets in there a little bit easier than a full size ratchet, because you can literally just get in here and get it on the bolt and then just power through. So that's what I like using on this. And once you get it loose, most of the time you can go ahead and take it off with your fingers. Like I said, I'm doing this in real time because there's no need to put it in, you know, speed anything up, because literally it's just that easy to get this off. So once you got it off, set that over here, and you're left with this bracket. Now, this is what creates your angle, why that thing looks so stupid. How are we going to fix that? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a V-notch into this. I'm going to close the bracket back up at the bottom, re-weld it, grind it smooth, and then we have a bracket that will actually tip the system on a more of an acceptable angle. At that point in time, I'll show you what we got to do next on the brake pedal. That's really all there is to this modification, guys. So let's go ahead and get this cut. Okay, so I've got everything set up here. I'm going to measure 1/4 inch, and I'm literally going to just step this back about 1/4 inch gap, and then I'll bend it and re-weld it. Now, before you do anything, so we don't have a repeat of like what I did last time, which is pretty well closed up now, when I decided I wanted to play if you can dodge a ball, you can dodge a wrench, and lost it horribly because I got a gash between my eyes with a wrench. I'm going to wear my safety glasses because the last time they were on my head, and they work better if you have them on your face. But let's go ahead and get this cut and measured, and we should be okay. All right, so I've got everything measured out here. So if you want to just check this out, all I did was I made my first cut, and I'm basically measured over 1/4 inch, so that way I can remove that material and be pretty close on what I got to do. Now I'll cut this, and we'll repeat it for the other bracket, close it up, and see what kind of angle we have. All right, so when you get this, I don't want to take it out of the vise because, or off this because I've got to bend it. But when you get it done, basically you've got a 1/4 inch gap, and you're going to take a hammer I'm just using my body hammer. Oh, that's still hot. Might have to wait until it cools a little bit. But basically all we're gonna do is just close it up. All right, so the only thing left to do now is just to weld up our gap, and that's pretty much it. Just want to make sure your material is good and flush, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a tack weld on it. All right, that'll hold it in place. Now we'll just go through and weld it up. All right, and here it is. It's still a little warm. I did go ahead and spray the paint on it while it was warm because this epoxy paint really sticks to these parts. But that's our bracket. Now we can get everything fitted back up, and I'll show you the difference in the angles on this brake booster, and I think you're gonna love it. So hang tight, let's get this installed, and we'll show you what the difference is. Okay, here we go. So that is the finished product. I think this angle looks much better, and it'll hold our fluid now without it wanting to spill out and only have half of a reservoir in the front. Now I'll show you, we have a hand's width of clearance between the brake booster and a set of tall valve covers. So if you're running anything, you know, regular valve covers are smaller than that, or an LS, you've got more than enough room to do this modification. And it's fairly simple and easy to do. Literally, you saw what we did. We went ahead and cut a 1/4 inch out of the bracket, re-welded it, I painted it black, and that's pretty much all there is to it once I put everything back together. And this gives a lot better streamlined look, as I know there's a lot of folks complaining that that looked absolutely goofy, and I have to agree, it did. But this is how you fix it. Now, the only other thing I had to do is on the brake pedal itself, you have to move your rod up to the top position and put the pin back in on the hole, because there's a hole up here at the top part of the pedal. That keeps everything in line, and it works just the same as before, so you don't even notice a difference. So why not do this mod? It looks better, it works better, it performs better. But that's all we have time for right now. But if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, and thanks for watching.